everyone, welcome to Dungeon Defenders 2. My name is Nazril. We're playing in the Gates of Dragonfall on Nightmare 3 difficulty. I'm doing this video because quite a lot of people have issues between transitioning between Nightmare 3 and Nightmare 4, and this is a nice synergistic build between quite a lot of characters. So I'm not sure if you have all characters at the required level, but some of it doesn't matter too much. So if we look at my Abyss Lord, we're only level 46, but most of the gear you'll see is level 30, 31, 35, so it's not too high. We're not actually using him for damage, we're only using him for the Ramster. We've increased the range by 20%, but we've decreased the health by 20% with one of the spheres. We've changed the damage to water, and we've got the Abyss Fountain, which reduces enemy damage by 20%. Which is a nice ability that we can drop down on any lane we want at any time. The Ramsters are at the back here, and they are focused on top of the lightning trap. If we have a look at our monk, we'll see we've got a lightning trap here, and we've got a Serenity Aura. The reason we've got a Serenity Aura is because of Purge Evil. Any enemies defeated inside Serenity Aura explode, dealing 389% of defense power, magical damage to nearby enemies. Enemies killed by Purge Evil also explode. So we do have a possible chain reaction going on here, which is great for when there's a horde moment. And we've got a medallion which has got Ice Flow. So Serenity Aura slows enemies by 87% and can cause a nice chain reaction of explosions going on. We'll have a look at the Squire quickly, because he has some gear that has Hearty Blockade, some gear that doesn't. Again, you'll see it's not upgraded and not optimized. But our towers, our walls, do have 246,000 health. What we're counting on is the fact that you don't really have to have massive walls if you have a reasonable amount of crowd control and a reasonable amount of damage. The towers at the moment, they have 9,000 DPS. When they're upgraded once, when they're upgraded, when they're not upgraded, they're at 6,000 damage. So not too much damage, but enough to keep us going. Now I've cleared wave 1 because it's rather boring, to be fair. Wave 2 has some ogres, so we're going to go over a little bit on how to deal with some issues that will arise with this build. So we'll just pop down our little healing fountain here. We'll wait for some enemies to come along. We'll just sap some mana off these guys. Again, my character isn't really upgraded too much. We haven't got ability power or character damage going on here, and he is getting pretty owned by a couple of goblins, which is rather upsetting, to be fair. So the air defense sat on the little pole is helping to kill the suicide goblins. Ideally you'd have a huntress, so you could do as much damage to the mobs that get stuck at the back as possible, which are these little chaps. You'll find they'll sit kind of around here, which causes a little bit of issue, but doesn't really damage enough on the walls to cause us any distress. Now a good tip for these guys, the ogres, they do a horrendous amount of damage if they are allowed to ground stomp. They'll actually wipe out all of these towers here if they do that. If you don't get close to them, if you stay a reasonable amount of distance away, you shouldn't need to repair the wall. He hasn't actually hit the wall yet, you see. There we are, so we're still on 99% of the wall, and he's dead. If we actually went up close to him, or we tried to repair or upgrade the wall and got in his way, his ground stomp would knock out a full section of towers here, which, okay, you may not get through, but when you're talking an ogre each lane on wave 7, you're going to wipe. It's going to be the end of that. I will speed up the video and try and get through as many waves as possible before coming back. And we'll see how the defense does. Okay, so as we see, we've got 2 ogres coming down. Again, what we're going to do is sit at the back, press shift and just check that we've got our walls and all our defences healed. We shouldn't do any ground sums because we're not going in near enough to aggro. The one in the middle shouldn't be doing much damage at all because we've got our damage reduction going on as well. Our walls still healed up. That's one down. There's the other down. Now we can go and try and clear these chaps at the back. So the only downside to this setup is that you'll have enemies sat at the back, floating around on their books, not really causing too much issue, more of annoyance to be fair. Again, if we had an archer we could get rid of these reasonably quickly, or if we had a character that actually had decent gear on him, like this chap. Probably should have resolved that before doing the video. Again, let's skip on as quickly as we can. So we've still got our walls at 308,000, so again, not fully upgraded, haven't really had to repair them much. A lot of the crowd control is just coming from our Ramsters and our lightning auras, which enables us to put as much mana as we can into our DPS. Upgrade these as much as possible. Took a little hit there. Then the boss just got stunned. Okay. Nearly finished our wave 6. Chaps. The Abyss Lord is quite good, even though he isn't built for doing hero damage. His abilities are quite good. First one does a little sort of damage per second aura, and the second ability works kind of like an AoE stun, really. The third ability boosts defenses. I probably should use that a bit more because I don't really use that too much. It is well, it looks good, but I don't know if that actually helps us at all. Okay, we've just leveled up. So on this one, I'm just doing defense range, defense speed, and defense power. Hopefully, in 3 more levels, I'll be able to equip my level 50 gear that I've got ready. I've been farming for this guy. And when that point comes, I'll do some more videos on the Abyss Lord. I do realise he is quite overpowered at the moment. Again, I'm just showing you how to get around not having every character fully upgraded, but a wide arsenal of abilities. It is possible to do this with 1 or 2 characters possibly. Trap S is really powerful at the moment. Again, combined with a monk, you can put your geysers down. But I haven't actually got mine set up for doing defences, so I can't do that at the moment. Mine's set up to be purely DPS, which you can clear waves quite easily with based on hero damage alone. This is what we've been waiting for. We've got 3 ogres coming down. We'll actually pump a bit of money into our walls, although they shouldn't get damaged. I've just got a bit of an excess of mana here. Won't get close to that one just in case. We've lost our Skyguard tower only. We should still be fine. one ogre down. Everyone is punching away our walls. I do quite like that ability. Okay, so we've got some healers and annoying chaps on books. I really should know what their name is. I shouldn't just call them chaps on books, because they've probably got an official name that people refer to them as, but we'll run with this at the moment. Okay, there we are. Nightmare 3 achieved. Once I upgrade my gear on all my characters, I will do a Nightmare 4. I've switched out a lot of gear because I found some better gear and I've used it to upgrade the gear ready for my Abyss Lord. I kind of shot myself in the foot a bit. 2 legendaries, which we'll sell. It's quite a good one actually. Okay, not using that. Thank you for watching. I hope I helped in some way. If there's any questions at all, feel free to drop me a direct message or comment, and I'll do my best to inform you. Cheers, have a good day.